All right, welcome to today's live session this morning. Today I think we took this trade this morning and then it got invalidated. Most of my setups are getting invalidated before price even plays out fully, right? And at this point, it's just frustrating me. I'm not gonna lie. Now I have set of rules that I follow and set of things that I see to before we determine if a setup is valid or invalid, right? And then I think I'm anticipating, a continuation of this trend based on the candlestick formation that we are seeing. Let's say price should, at least get to this point based on the price action here. And so I called the trade after the close of this candlestick, right? So we're going to be targeting somewhere around here. So it's going to be like a 1:2 trade, something like this. I don't know if this is still valid, but according to what I said for myself, this shouldn't be valid again. This stop loss was somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. I think so. Just I was looking out for. Okay. But immediately price gave us this candlestick. I called the trade, stop loss somewhere around here. Then price rallied up and then give us this strong push down. Now this strong push down now invalidates the whole this setup is because this is now like another strong candlestick indicating downward movement. It's showing that okay, it wants to respect this region. Want to respect this break here, something like this. So that's why we have to be like skeptical enough to like close the trade. I think we exited somewhere around here. Why the SL was, I think the SL was below this candlestick, somewhere around here. Yeah. So we have to exit early. And this has been like what has been happening since yesterday. I think yesterday I called this trade on the 75. Let me break that trade down for you so that you see the reason why the both setups got invalidated. Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here. I was anticipating the continuation of the sale from here. Okay. And then I had like a zone here that was aiming to sell from. And then price got to the zone, gave me this confirmation, went down, pushed back up. So I was aiming to enter around here. But maybe this candle close, because my stop loss somewhere around here. It invalidated the whole setup. We exited here. And then second time came around this region again. Price went up because I knew for sure that I'm going to take out this high. Reacted off these zones here and then pushed down. Because I was watching it very closely. So I'm anticipating that okay, if price gives us like a clean reaction of this zone down, they are going to sell it. And so it gave me this candlestick formation, this candlestick formation. This is like a bearish engulfing. So I entered the trade. I called the trade around this region here, and then anticipating a sell of at least bound here. Okay, I think it was something like this. It was something like this. Yeah. Then your stop loss was above the candlestick, somewhere around here, safe, right? And I was aiming at a zone there. So this is what I was looking for, right? And then immediately price started pushing up. This candlestick that closed here, immediately we had to exit the trade because for me, that trade was no longer valid anymore, right? And then we exited and I didn't bother myself with the sell anymore because I knew for sure that the sellers, there's no way the sell is happening. So even when price started coming down from here, I already knew that this sell is not going to happen because I didn't get like good confirmation from here. So price started rallying up, and then we missed out on the buy. So I just head close for the day because I didn't know why most of the sellers were getting invalidated. So I just said now it's already time for like a change in trend. And I think the second one was there's a particular one, the first trade that was a 5-1s that got invalidated as well. 5-1s is not on trading. Was it 5-1s? Let me check it. Let me check it. Let me check. When the constant, when the
That's 15-1.
15-1s, yeah, 15-1s. The 51x trade was a tricky one for me. I think we sold it, was selling. My plan was to sell it from here because you remember I said that this daily high. I think we were both of you that were here on yeah. I said there was going to be like a push from this high down, right? So I was expecting like the sell of at least down to this point here. So I was watching the tree, I was watching the pair, watching it closely, watching it, expecting that push. And so when we got like a reaction of this zone and mass price pushed up, I saw this candlestick form, right? But I was a bit skeptical. I waited for it, and then price broke it. So I was like, okay, for sure. So when price went back up to tap into the zone, it gave me this candlestick again. And then this second candlestick that closed bearish invalidated the whole thing for me, right? And then I exited it. We exited the trade. I called like everybody should exit. So we exited it, and then price came down, pushed back up. Now, what happened was that zone now formed as a new supply. Okay, and then we now got our confirmation candlestick here. Now, this would have been like the main entry, and then we're going to stop loss going to be supposed to look something like this, but I missed the entire move. I think I was doing something else. I can't really remember. I just assumed that okay, it wasn't going to hold anymore. So I was targeting somewhere around here. So it's going to be like something like this. Yeah, it's going to be something like this. Right? So it's supposed to look something like this. But I was not paying attention anymore because I just assumed that okay, maybe let's say this one was going to hold and it's going to rally up. And so we missed out on that trade yesterday. So since then, every other trade was just getting invalidated. I was like, what's happening? So I just closed my laptop. I was like, okay, maybe that's not the thing. Now the trick here is this, right? The trick here with this method is this. If you place your entry here and then you put your stop loss above here, and then you get an invalidation signal. Now, let's say your initial risk was $30 or $50. With the signal for an invalidation will just put you at a minimum, like a very small loss because it didn't get your SL, right? Let's say in -5, in -6, in -7 out of the -$30 that you'd have had if you had like initial SL. So what this has done is that this will help me like keep my losses small. And then anytime I win, I know that I'm winning big. So that's the whole logic behind it. But sometimes price markets can just go crazy. I don't really, sometimes it can be frustrating, right? Okay. Now, normally I should have called the sell on what pair did we look at just now? 51s. I would have called the sell on 51s, but the trend, I don't like going against trends, right? I should have called the sell immediately I saw this candlestick because I was really first of all I was anticipating the sell-off, but I was like, nah, because this was like a major high. So we sell off at least down to this point here. Let's say this point, or even at this point. But I think anytime if I see like a break of this zone, and I'm going to like position myself for the seller. But I think this particular trade has been invalidated. Now, instead of me risking, let's say I was supposed to risk $30 on this trade. So my loss was around that $10. Okay, because I entered here and then I exited at this particular point here. So it wasn't like the major move. So the guy that said Arinze here, Arinze said he got stopped out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, what happened? What happened?
So when you called the trade,
Yeah.
I just picked up my phone.
Okay.
So before I could enter, the market had already spiked up.
All right.
So I went as far as down to the 1 minute time frame. So I was waiting for it to come back to a particular small order block that was there,
Okay.
then continue moving up. So I
Okay.
set a limit for the other block.
Is that a
So
limit?
I set a limit for the
Okay.
other block.
Okay.
Market hit the limit and aggressively just took me out. That
If
wasting time.
that's why I said when I said you guys should close, I said that there was a reversal coming, right? I made sure I said a reversal is about to happen, right?
Is
Like
after the market took me out. That's when you called the reversal. When he took me out, I also saw the reversal. I just left it.
okay, okay. Yeah, we made this kind of form. I knew that there was definitely going to be like a reversal. So we had to like exit the trade immediately. Hopefully we'll get a clean one. I'm still waiting for a clean trade. I want a clean one. I don't know if it's just me going against like, because 75 1S, I was trying to continue the sell when the sell has, expired and all of that. So I don't know if that's the reason, but we're going to continue. I'm still watching the charts and see if we can get like, a good one. So let's do our normal analysis for the day, which is let's start with 75 index. Let's start with 75 index. Now, if I remember very clearly, I said okay that I was anticipating like this level to be taken out, like but I knew that for sure that price was going to push down. But the zone in which the price is going to continue up was I was very unsure of that. So yesterday we had the intention of saying, okay, let us buy. And I said I was going to buy from this particular zone here if it was going to hold. right? The reason why I didn't call this trade was that there was no confirmation for me to enter. And that is why I didn't bother myself with the zone. If you notice, you see that, okay, price wasn't giving me, it wasn't giving that, intention of buying. So I just assumed that, okay, probably it's going to be validated. So I was anticipating that, okay, probably it's going to be from this particular zone before we get that, push up. But at this particular point now, whatever we see here, because we've seen like a break of structure here. So let's see if we can go get like another break up, giving us that good sign that, okay, it's going to buy. Then we can start looking for ways we can position ourselves, even though not to this high, but at least this high. Okay. So for now, I think my bias for now, by now, my bias for now is going to be bullish. I'm waiting for that bullish move up on the 75 because I still feel like we are going to take out this level, or unless the price wants to respect this zone, right? But it's just price action we are reading at this point. Whatever the price or the market tells us, we go for it. But I think for now, I still have that bias for a buy because what I'm seeing on the higher time frame is giving like a good sign of buying. So let's see how markets react to this one. Don't be sorry, I don't feel in your countenance. In your countenance, I for me don't be. All right, so I think this one is pretty straightforward, right? Now, this one now, the only way you can know that this zone is going to hold is if we get like, a break of structure. Like, let's say price start giving us, a higher high. This was a higher high here. So we can confirm that, okay, this zone will hold. But if price fails to give us a higher high, it's definitely mean that this particular zone up here is going to hold and push price down here. Okay, me, the way I trade is that I try to read price action. I don't try to predict that, say, okay, price is going to go here, or it must go here. No, I'm not saying it must. I'm just saying, okay, let it present itself to me. What do you have for me today? Are you giving me signs that you want to go up? Are you giving me signs that you want to go down? That's what I'm waiting for. So what we are going to do now, we are going to hold on to 75 and see if we can get like, clear move. Well, first of all, let's check the lower time. Let's see how price is reacting off in 2 minutes time frame. All right, now you can see a clear break of structure here. It's a good sign, right? Now, this zone now, this is the demand that pushed price to break this zone. But the way price is reacting off this zone, like I think this is the zone here, right? This is the zone that you anticipate that this is like the OB that is okay. This is the OB that break the structure. But the movement which price is moving away from this OB is not strong. Like it's not giving. Do you get? So that is like a red flag for me. That's a red flag for me. Anytime price is moving in this choppy manner, it's because this is like an OB. This is like, okay, it's not even this one. This is the whole of this one. Because this is the last black, right? Anytime price is moving this way, it just means that, okay, price is about to like, is creating levels that it wants to take out. So we might see like price take out this level, at least down here or back here. But this particular level, I'm not getting like this confidence that, okay, it wants to buy. So I'm just going to step out of it a little bit. Give myself a breathing space and see. If I'm going to continue to buy the sell, we're going to continue to sell. If price is now telling us, okay, it's time to reverse, position ourselves for the sell. Buy. Return conversion. Return partial. Conversion. Okay. All right. So from what we are seeing here on this is what now? This is the 10 4 hour time frame. Give me a minute. This is the 10 4 hour time frame, right? For what we are seeing, you can see that, okay, price has been selling like way back. But right now we saw like price give us a pullback back into this major resistance or this zone. So we are seeing a good push down. We've seen like a double top here. We've seen a break of structure here. So let's go down to 1 hour time frame and see what we have. All right. So I feel like V10 has already given us signs of selling. Like, okay, it wants to continue that, sell down. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to position myself to catch the sale. So I'm going to be waiting for price to give me certain confirmations. If not at this zone, let's go to 15 minutes time frame. Let's see if we can find like good supplies that we can get an entry for. All right. So what I'm doing now, I'm trying to look for zones that I want to sell for. Okay. Now the first zone that will come to mind is this particular point here. But for now, what we are seeing, the price took it out. So we're anticipating, let's say, it push up before we get like a reversal down. Okay. But the main point here is that the buyers for today on V10 is the sell. So I'm waiting for that, good and obvious selling signal so that I can hop on it. It can happen it can happen anytime soon, anytime, any point in time, right? Because I think we are in good selling position. Let me see if I can get a closer look on my phone. Then, all right, so we're going to see a sell-off, but it's not happening now. Let's say price gets to this particular point, it gives us a pushback back into this zone here, something like this. I think these are entry points, something from here. If we can get like a pullback, let's say push down and a pull back into somewhere around there, then we see like a strong candlestick showing us, bearish movement. Then I think that's when we're going to enter. But for now, we're going to chill. It's not the right time to look to enter a sell yet. But I think I have like a very strong information, very strong bias that okay, the 10 will most likely sell. Now let me look at it on the higher time frame again. Let's see what we have. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. For our time frame, what are you showing me? Why? Why are you always so unclear in the direction that you want to go to? Okay. Normally, we see like an engulfing. Then the second candlestick is opposite, right? Now, this candlestick that formed like this is only an indication that okay, price wants to, at least go back up. That is what this candlestick now is telling me. Okay, because I understand candlestick reading is my kind of like my thing. If we see something like this, like for example, now you see something like this, right? You see this candlestick form. I'm giving you tips on candlestick now. You see candlestick form, and then you see the next candlestick is bullish. There's a high chance that the candlestick is going to rally up. But anytime you see like a candlestick bullish like this, like an engulfing candlestick pattern, and then the next candlestick is bearish, it simply means that there's likelihood that price is going to return back here. Okay. And that's exactly what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a bullish candlestick form, and immediately the candlestick closes, you are seeing a big bullish candlestick to the upside. It's a red flag, meaning that okay, there's a high chance that this candlestick will most likely get back to this level, even not to this level, but at least close to this level before you see the main bearish. Okay. So that's what this thing is showing me now. So this what I've seen based on what I see here now, that's selling out, that selling will we have to come with a very strong confirmation of it because there's a high chance that price is going to rally back at least to this level here. At least to this level here. So let's see how it goes. I'm watching it closely. Let's see how it goes. If we get a good indication for the sell, I'm going to call the sell. Let's go to 25 index. Let's see what's going on. When you 5 index has been moving crazy, like the price action is just look at this. Let us focus on what we have now. Structural break, taking out, respecting level. Who has the bias for 25 index?
I will say bullish.
Um,
I will say bullish.
Bullish.
But yeah, we're still uncertain though.
Miracle, can you show the higher time frame?
All right.
4 hours towards one day. Okay.
Oh, today is Tuesday, right? This light is supposed to be public, but next time.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. So you're saying, what do you see about the eye?
Yeah, like shorting the candles.
I should zoom in
Okay.
further.
I mean, it's looking bullish. We are bullish. It's looking like we are bullish. It's not looking like it's a bullish.
It's a bullish,
It's a
right?
bullish sentiment.
All right. So let us look at something now.
Yeah.
Let's try to see what we are not seeing so that we don't get caught up in a reversal, right? Now, if you notice, the first thing you notice that price is at a high. Price is coming off from a major high. Okay?
Yeah.
That's the first thing you will notice. Now, another thing you will notice is this. There was a bullish candlestick and then followed by a bearish, right? There's a high chance that price is going to get to this point at least or react of this point. So
Yeah.
even though the
Candle range.
sentiment is,
Mm-hmm.
is showing us that, okay, it's an uptrend, right? I think if you want to get a good entry for the buy, if you want to position yourself for the buy, I don't think this current price is the right time. So it simply means that, okay, might not be getting a buy yet. But for sure, definitely, for sure, price is going to buy either from this zone, from this support here, because price is creating some form of, people say liquidity, I don't know. So we call it liquidity, some form of levels here. You can see it. Let's say if you go to 15 minutes time frame and you see something like this, you see that price is consolidating at this particular point. So there's a high chance that price is going to, drop, give us like a very good drop before the continuation upward. So if you are going to enter a trade somewhere around here, it's going to be like a trap for you. But I'm in
There's a
support of
15
that
minutes order block down there.
15 minutes order block. Where this particular one here,
No, no, no. The one before it.
this or this,
No, no. It's down. It's
this one
down. It's
here.
below that entire support.
Oh, this
No,
particular one
it's
here,
down. I wish I could.
this particular
Exactly.
one.
Yes, that one
All
that you just
right.
played.
So you are saying that okay,
No, no,
price
no. You just had the hand. Not that one. The one below. Where the yes, where this. Yeah, exactly.
here.
Yes.
So you are saying
No,
that
you
okay,
just put the. You just put it there now. You just put it there. Go the one that you had your. Yes, that one. Yes.
you were lagging now. I was putting it there now. You were now saying no, no, no. So
I'm
you are saying
sorry.
that okay,
That's
price
the
will
that's
like
the other
take out
block.
this level and then come to this level and then push up. That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
All right. But all I know is that this particular level, whatever is happening here, is not a good sign because I don't like when price is consolidating like this. So anytime you see a consolidation, there's a high chance that price will either spike up or spike down,
Either
taking it out. So
back up or down.
yeah, either one of them. There's going to be like a push up or a push down, one of them. So it's best that okay, you step away, let market do its manipulation and do whatever it wants to do before you make a decision. So that's exactly what we're going to do now. That's exactly what I'm going to do. But if you try to judge it based off time frames and trend, like I said, so the market is moving mad. It's supposed to be an uptrend, but judging the fact that
Seriously
okay,
moving mad.
we are in we are currently at a support or a resistance, price has tapped it, might even see a clean push down. Who knows? So let's wait for price to do its own manipulation and its own thing at this particular region, and then we're going to be patient enough to wait for price to come to us. Simple as that. There's nothing too much into it. We've touched what about 75? Okay, I think we've touched 75 on this already. Sometimes we just good. So after giving us false hopes yesterday, false hopes. One thing I hate about trend reversals is that in this kind of market now, okay, logically you will say, okay, you want to buy. Okay, then what am I saying? It's a very good reason. It's a very good reason. We are just didn't analyze it from the higher time frame. I think that's the problem. Because I've seen it from here. The only thing that would have disturbed me was the movement down, which was very strong. So I think buying is valid, right? We are going to target at least this high. At least price is going to get to this high. So, but for now, since price is getting to this resistance, we can see like a pull up, then push down back to this zone before we get it here. But before that to happen, price first of all take out some lows, do some kind of like manipulations and stuff like that, and then when it's done, you can ride it up. I think the buys are going to be massive. That's what I'm seeing now, based off what is happening. Let's go down to lower time frame and see what we have. That's exactly what is happening. You can see, I think this is the reaction we got, particular level here. Yeah. So let's see if we can get like a pullback down to this region, and we can buy it. You can buy it to either this high. This high is like the next target. So we should anticipate, like predict, like let's say pull back down to this zone, and then we can ride it back up. I think I think we should expect that. Is either let's say something like this. Yeah, something like this. Let's say price gets to this other okay. Something like this. So it's not going to be a bad one. Guys, if we get to see like a pullback, because buying at this particular point now is just suicide. So I'll be waiting for it somewhere around here. Yeah, I think we're going to see like a push from here. This is a zone, right? We might probably see like a push from here, from this high, let's say from this high here, back into this zone before we get the potential. But there's a high chance that price may likely take out this low for like, take out the buyers at this particular point, react off here, and then push up. So let's see how price plays. I think this is another setup that we have. So far, we've analyzed like two setups already. Hopefully, they get to our zone and play it out well.
But Miracle,
Yeah,
this this particular pair, right?
yeah.
This lower time frame shows a break of structure to the downside. And this is just looking like a retracement back up to continue a downward movement.
What lower time frame? 15 minutes time frame.
Where we are, if you just zoom out a bit.
Like this.
Yeah, I mean, if you still zoom out, it's fine. I'm looking for the support I saw before.
Should I go to higher time frame or still lower time frame?
Yeah, see, no, this is fine. This is fine. This support line that it has broken, exactly like this.
This line that has broken.
1 hour, 2 worked. Yes, exactly that line that has broken. Sorry, we are lagging, but that line that it has broken, the one you have your cursor on right now.
Yeah.
I think for this trade, that is what is stressing me. That particular line that it has broken. So it seems like it's just coming back up to look for a supply or take out some liquidity and just keep moving down.
Okay, you're still looking for that sell-off, right?
Yes.
It's very much possible. Now, the reason why a sell will be valid, because if you look at the higher time frame, if you notice something about trading, okay, if you know something about trading and how trading moves, how the price action moves, you notice that most 80% or 70% of the time, price don't just move straight. Like there's always like a second touch. Price will not just start moving from a zone without giving you a second touch, right? So now it happened here. Price dropped from here, went back, second touch. Price dropped here, went back again, second touch, right? So there's a high chance that okay, price moved from here. So there's a high chance we're going to see like another second touch before we can see like the buy.
Oh, this sell. Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is where your idea
Yes, yes.
of selling is not bad, right? But now we have to take note of the momentum which price is moving and the levels which price has broken, right? So now price has broken this particular level, has entered into this level here. That's why I said if you are going to buy from here, you're not going to target this overall high. You're going to target this high here, right? Because now the reason why you're targeting this high is simple. 2 minutes time frame. See,
That's the
now price is at this level here. Okay, price will likely push price down to this level. Now, anytime you price to push up, this level won't be tested anymore. The next level is this high. So if you're going to anticipate a sell, you can say, okay, sell is going to happen from this particular point here. That means price taking out all these levels here, then down to this level before we get like a reversal. So that's what like you should be anticipating.
yeah.
But there's still a high chance that a price will still take out it like completely back to this zone before coming down again. But everything is just speculation. You are speculating. It's market, it's trading, you are speculating. Okay. So it is the one that market moves in favor of most that you are going to take. So right now we are moving with the market. And what the market is telling us is that we've seen a break of structure here, and we are seeing a reaction of this point. So price can come back into this demand or any of these levels here and then give us like a strong push up down to this particular point. The only downside here is that I hate buying. I hate buys, man. I'm not going to even lie. I hate buying markets. I prefer to sell. But that's pretty much what I'm seeing. That's why I said because market will always react from one level to another. The market will always react from levels, right? So we're anticipating that set of anticipating the buy, or rather, even though we're anticipating the buy, we'll not neglect the fact that okay, the price may still come back here for the second time, for the second touch. They'll take out the people that are here. People that are using liquidity will simply they want to take out liquidity here, sell side liquidity. Okay, so I think we've analyzed the four major pairs now. So which other pair do you guys think I should look at so that we can talk about it? Zombu, zombu. If I speak English, you are wrong. Cha 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 no okay. I know won't punish you. I want to punish you where I am. If you
You
say
can check volatility 100, 300.
300, okay. Yeah, baby, like that, no. You trade 300.
Yes, I took a trade on V100
That means you should have like the big
few
capital
days
there because
ago.
300 is very volatile.
No, is I had to use the smaller time frame. Let me even check my history. I had to use the smaller time frames, and by the time the thing started invalidating, I ran away.
You were in the sale.
Yes, I got a sale that hit TP a few days ago. So,
Okay, so we're still anticipating another sell.
yes,
Okay. It's from here, I guess, or where?
and it's the second sell of that ran. Let me check the actual price. The first one that I got, I sold from seven. Sorry, I sold from 709 down.
Okay. 709 is around. Okay, 709 should be around here.
Yeah,
Before
so I
like a
think I
very
just
quick cool
used
down.
that reaction.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
see.
used the reaction as hours.
I see it. I see the reaction you used. Around here.
Yes.
All right. Now, 100, the 100 is bullish, obviously. Now, the reason why I don't, so I do take trades on the 100 actually, but I don't know, I don't call the trades I take here on the floor because a lot of people there are using small accounts so that we don't get, stopped out in a very massive loss. Okay, so I'm coming. Elafa, this is Jesse fit you. I did live session now. Yeah, I will call you. All right. So there's nothing much to it. There's nothing happening right now. I can't decide yet. Can't decide yet, but ultimately it's an option. So if you are going to trade this particular pair, you should be looking at for buys. But at this particular point, I'm not sure any.
I don't know that I've successfully bought any volatility pair in my life.
Okay, you sell, you used to
So
sell most times, bro.
it's most of the times it sells. I don't even like the idea of buying.
I don't. It's anytime I buy and the price start reversing on me, I'm like, what's this? What's this one
You
again?
see?
But if it's selling just somehow goes very smooth and fast.
Yeah, it goes straight forward.
I don't. It frustrates me sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, it frustrates me. Sell is easier to see an invalidated trade. You know, set up. It's easier to catch a good setup. Then, but buys can just be frustrating at times. Trouble. So which other pair? Is there any other pair we're looking now? So that we can know if we are going to call it a day here. All right, you can see this guy. This guy is going to, if this guy is giving you a push up, it's going to be like consolidation here. There's a high chance that this guy is going to sell. There's a high chance he's going to sell, but we're not selling. I'm not selling. I'm not fool for you, so whatever. I will be by your side, whatever. Forever. Which pair is this one? When did you take this one? Okay, is this analogy I was giving? I'm
Yeah.
back to dancing. All the girls are there to dancing. I can better when you're dancing. Girl, you're the one for me. All right, so I think we're done here. We've checked the pairs that we're trading for today. We've seen the one that favors or the one that we are going to look out or we're going to stay away from. And I'm going to still be on it. I think I'm active today. I need to trade. I've funded my account and I need to make some money. Honestly, I need to make some money. But it's not just clicking now. So you wait. Most of the trades I called yesterday, invalid, 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 invalid. I'm like, this is what it is. All right. So thank you very much. I'll see you guys same time tomorrow, 11 a.m.
All right, boss.
All
Thank
right.
you.